Good morning, Lana Scott Lighthouse. Welcome back to my channel, guys. I hope everyone's having a great morning. It is about 7:20 here in Northern California, and they're saying it's going to rain today. But right now, the skies are partially clear. I mean, there's white clouds out there. So, guys, this morning, I think I have an earth message for earth healers. Or it's a clarity message for some people that didn't realize that what they're hearing is the earth. So I'm going to tell y'all what we've got here. In this message this morning, I just asked them to tell me the story about this person. Okay, I called forth my spiritual counselors. I called forth other people's spiritual counselors. And guys, I just want y'all to know, when I opened up the runes this morning, I always leave the angel and wing in the heart and this little piece of amethyst in with my runes. And a while back, I went through all my little amethyst pieces to say which one had the most beneficial energy for the runes, and it was this little bitty piece. Out of all the bigger pieces I had, this little bitty piece is like, no, I belong in there. Okay? And actually, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is I did a video where I had my rune box up here. I'm going to show you all that real quick for some of you that are new, that have not seen my rune box. And everybody likes my little box. Every time I do something with my box in it, a bunch of people come on and go, oh, that's so cute. So this is my rune box. I've had this thing over 30 years. I keep a candle. I've also got some herbs in there. I've got some, which I don't know if some of y'all know, I also have wooden runes, guys. I've been doing rune readings, guys, for over 20 years. And I've got different, I've got these. My favorite ones got stolen after I moved to this house. Then I also have a pendulum. And I've been talking a little bit about this mountain right here in the background. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. There's a mountain here that looks similar to this. And I wondered at one time, because I found this card a long time ago in at St. Augustine, Florida, when I worked for a company that did door-to-door sales. And I wondered if even back then they weren't telling me that I needed to be where I am right now. Because I always look at I see this as the Feather River. And there is a mountain that's similar to this close to here. And these are the 4 archangels. But anyway, I always wonder if they weren't telling me even back then, this is where you're going to go, where your gifts are going to come in. Because, guys, since I've been here, this is when everything's just opened up hugely for me. But anyway, so I've had this rune box for, like I said, well, I bought it before I moved to Mississippi, and I was in Mississippi moved back to home, Mississippi's home, for 23 years, so I had it before that. So I've had it over 25 years, and it's by a lady, I don't even know if she's even in existence anymore, Lori Barada Artworks. And this one's actually, this box is copyrighted, guys. In other words, you can't go make this box and say it's yours because she's copyrighted it. So if you try to make a box just like this and say it's your creation, you're in violation of copyright laws. So yes, this is a one-of-a-kind box, guys. Or even if she made more of them, it's a copyright design. Is that not awesome? Look, she put some neat trim on there. And this is just a little card she stuck in there. But guys, I absolutely love that. And she probably made the design too. So anyway, that being said, I had this box sitting up like this one morning when I was doing a reading, and the box popped open and that rock fell out. I think it was this rock specifically. And I was like, guys, did y'all see that? Because it happened while I was recording. So anyway, so this stays in here. And when I opened up my bag this morning and pulled out the angel wing and the angel heart, the rock came first and the wing was right underneath it. I was like, well, gee, how many chances and how many millions could that happen where I opened up the bag and this is sitting here right on top of the wing like this when I pulled it out. Okay, so guys, I was like, I'm going to start just calling this my little angel heart up here. Angel wing heart, see? Get it? Yes, of course you do. Okay, so guys, the reason why I'm saying this is an earth healer message is because the first thing we pulled up Othello, which y'all know is ancestral land. It has to do with where you're at, the place of your birth, where your roots may come from. It could have to do with your DNA, okay? It can also have to do with kids returning home after going out into the world and thinking, you know how kids are, guys, right? Kids always think, oh, I'm smarter than you. You're stupid. You don't know anything. They don't realize, well, gee, mom at even 30 years old, 40 years old, 50 years old, mom, dad, aunt, uncle, they've already lived through a lot of what I have yet to live through, and kids always think they know it all. Okay, so it's also a sign of kids returning home. But in this case, I feel like it could be somebody returning home, but I feel like it's a healer that has returned home, and all of a sudden, something opens up for them because, Hagalaz is elemental disruption, and they suddenly realize, they stand still long enough to realize their gifts have to do with healing the earth. And the messages that have been coming into them, they're saying, have to do with what the spirits of the land are telling them. Okay? And all of a sudden they realize, oh, wow. Okay, so what I'm hearing isn't anything to do with people. It's what the land is telling me. What the vibrations I'm picking up from the earth underneath my feet, from the land that's around me. Rather, it's the place that, like, maybe you go back home to, northern Illinois, and your family has a 200, 300, 400 acre farm. And when you go back there and you feel real comfortable, and you start getting all these impressions, and all of a sudden you realize, wait a minute. This is similar to something I felt when I was in another state or another place. And all of a sudden you realize, I'm hearing the earth speak to me. Okay? So, and this is someone that's highly intuitive. They don't realize, that's what this Hagalaz is they're just realizing they've been hearing the earth and the energies of the spirits that are on the land talk to them. And that's why they're kind of confused a little bit about people around them, because they're going, well, wait a minute. I know I care about people and all this, but suddenly they're just realizing that their gifts have to do with healing the earth and people as well, because we have manas here. So this is somebody that's probably got gifts of both, but the earth energy comes through first to tell them what's going on in a subtle way that they pick up on, and then they know intuitively how to help the earth, but also how to help the people that are in that area. Because sometimes people pick up on energies of the earth, or they, like I've even heard about people thinking that their land is cursed, or thinking that the negative things are happening from the land around them, and the land needs a healing or needs energies to be moved off of it. Now, this could do with somebody that suddenly realizes that they're a shaman, okay, or someone that has psychic gifts, that they're picking up the spirits that are on the earth right there. It could be somebody that's a psychic medium that picks up from the energies that need to be moved off a piece of land. Or maybe it's you find out later that at one time there was bloodshed on your land, a fight, like an Indian, like an Indian war or something from the past, that the negative energy has soaked into the earth and it needs to be cleansed in some sort of way. Okay, does that make sense? And you're getting these messages. And once you realize it, that's when you realize it from this Hagalaz and this Isa, that's when everything starts to open up for you, and you realize, oh, okay, so this is someone that could either be just an earth healer, or someone that's opening up their gifts as a psychic medium, that is realizing how they need to heal the land, clean it of whatever negativity, to help the people that are on the land as well. So this is a multi-gifted person, they're telling me. And once you figure all this out, you have flow now. Things start going forward, and you're able to help people as well as help the land, because you get a clear picture of all the different little things, okay? You get a picture of the land, the energy that's on the land, and the people that are on the land. So that's a multi-layered gift. This is a person that has a lot of gifts, but their biggest gift is listening to the earth first, okay? Y'all know who the Dead Files are? Amy, I can't remember Amy's last name. Amy picks up a lot on that's the kind of person I'm talking about, somebody like Amy. She picks up on a lot of the dead, but this is someone that picks up a lot of what the earth is saying too, okay? So it's somebody along the lines of an Amy. I can't think of Amy's last name, guys. But the Dead Files is there's like season after season after season of that, and she's clairvoyant, she's clairaudient, she's a psychic medium. She picks up on the energies of the land, things that have gone on with the land, and then when her partner goes and finds out research, 9 times out of 10 she's right. Now, she doesn't always pick up everything, and guys, I don't know what Amy says about her own special gifts. and I've watched her on and off for years, but I think it's going to depend on the individual. Okay, but I also think that when you get this clear idea of who you are and what your gifts are, as you go forth and meet other people and start putting things together, other people are going to help you. I don't want to say this person could start their own, I don't want to say ghost hunting, but actually going out using their healing gifts, because we have healers here too, guys. And they're going to actually be able to make a big difference, because once they figure it out, you have to figure it out first. Because this person, like I said, or people are highly intuitive. They're picking up messages from the land beneath their feet, because, the vibrations come up, right? And swirl around you, all right? So they can go to different places and pick up different things. But once they realize it's the earth and the spirits around the earth, then they realize how their gifts can now help. And once you figure out what your gifts are, guys, and if you don't know what they are, and you're feeling things, and you start doing research and you figure out things, that's when you start realizing how to use them. Because along with telling you what your gifts are, when you look up descriptions and you look up what you're feeling, you'll look up things that'll say, well, this has to do with this, this, and this, and you'll find how-to stuff, or you'll figure out how to use the energy, how to make it work for you. Okay, all right. So let's go on. So after this person figures all this out, okay, with the land, then they're going to go through Ing, and we have Ing here. That's when you're going to start. Here's all the relief of having come through this doorway, okay? And you just go, wow, I didn't realize that my gifts were so multifaceted, multi-leveled. And then you start having some success. You've now become like your energies, it feels like your energies, all these energies swirl around this person or these people. And then as they start to close up and the person starts to open up, okay, they start realizing, and then now they realize that all their gifts are coming in, and they're now getting it. And then we have a lot of movement on the process of self-change, right? And as a healer. And I'm feeling like, because we have reverse birth, as all this becomes known, the person is totally surprised by this. They're like, well, holy cow, I just did not realize that this stuff I'm feeling is the earth. This is the spirits. This is the people. Okay? And how to connect those. My right ear's going off, guys. They're telling me, right. Yeah. Yeah, they're smiling at me. They're going, you got it. Okay? So this is a whoever you are definitely, you're an earth healer first. Because that's what you pick up first, is the energies of the earth. And once you tune into the earth and the spirits of the earth, or whatever, and maybe you go look up research and you find out what that piece of earth has gone through, then you start getting the energies of the people, and it starts making a storyline to you, or a timeline to you. And you start realizing how you can help, or who you need to go find to help you heal. And guys, this feels like remember I talked a while back in one of my readings about someone starting a web page or something? Maybe you start a web page, or you start your own group, and you go out, and maybe your group will consist of you being the earth healer, somebody else that can pick up on the energies of the people. Maybe someone else, like a psychic medium, or maybe someone else comes in and they're good at being able to help the people. Like, and I'm picking up on the dead files, guys, so I'm picking up that, like Amy and her partner, I forget what the sergeant's name is. He's an ex-cop. David, I can't remember his name. But the two of them, he does the research. She tells him what everything's going on. Then they don't talk, and then they get together with the people of the land, and they figure it out. It feels something like that, but it feels bigger. It feels like there's at least a group of 3 to 5 of you, and that you start a group, and then you have other people willing to offer their services, or y'all go in somewhere where somebody says, hey, we want you to come help us figure all this out, and we can pay this much, and then it starts growing from there. This feels like an earth-based business, an earth healer, a psychic medium, and some other people. And then, guys, I didn't ask how you can affect this or anything like that. I just asked them to tell me about this person, okay, and about this timeline right here. So then what we have down here, and guys, I'll be honest, first thing I saw PB, I thought peanut butter. But we've got a lot of joy, and we've got Earth Mother. So this is where the energies of the earth, guys, I feel like these go together. When this person starts realizing their gifts, I feel like this personal joy and this Earth Mother have a lot to do with going through this doorway. and realizing that this person realizing that they're an earth healer, or they have earth healing abilities. They have a way of melding the energies between helping heal the earth first. I mean, there's a systematic. It feels like there's a systematic process to it. Like they go to the place, they pick up the energies of the earth, then the spirits on the earth, or maybe those two are sometimes mingled, and what needs to be done for that area, while someone else figures out the people, and then they get together collectively. And guys, it feels like this is a group. It doesn't feel like just one person, but it feels like the main person in there figures out that all of a sudden that they're picking up on earth energies first before people. Okay, so this may be somebody that has native blood in them, or your family has been on a piece of property for years and years and years and years, like several generations, and that's why you're so in tune to being able to pick up energies from the earth. Okay, I feel like maybe some of these people are going to be people that are from where it's very country, because they're so used to being around it, they don't even really know that they're picking up on these energies. And when you do, this is when you get the shock of your life. Okay, and that is definitely elemental disruption, because you realize you're picking up on the energies of the earth first, and then sometimes the spirits or what's happened there. Okay, does that make sense? And then you get to have these other people on your own personal journey. Okay, and everything just takes off from there. And it is a surprise to you, because you don't realize, because you're going, well, I thought I was going to pick up on energies of people, but you're picking up the earth energies first. Okay, I hope that makes sense to someone. And I'm feeling like some of these, one or two of these people, because they're telling me this is a group actually that's going through this. It feels like one or two of you are like 16, 17, 18, and then there's some other people in their 20s and some in their 30s. Some of these people that are figuring this out are like in their 30s, and they're just like, that's what I've been feeling all these years, okay? And it's not even a shock, it's just, oh, that just now makes sense. It feels like somebody with a very dry sense of humor. I don't know about y'all, but if you've ever met, ever seen some of those old Indian movies where the Indians are like, the ones that they speak English, but they act like they don't, and they're just like, You know, they're kind of dry, you know what I mean? So I feel like I'm picking up on something like that. So maybe someone has native blood in them, and it doesn't necessarily mean Indian, guys. It can mean native of whatever land you're in. Maybe this happens for somebody that's in Ireland, okay? And you're Irish, or Scottish, or English. Do you see what I'm saying? But that's the land of your birth. And you've been picking up on the subtle energies of the earth. So it doesn't have to be that kind of native, guys. It doesn't have to be Indian. It can be English people that have been, someone they've lived in this area. Their families had a sheep farm in Scotland for 5 generations. They've always herded sheep, sold the wool, sold the meat, raised sheep dogs. You know what I'm saying? It's that kind of energy, guys. It's wherever, somewhere where this family has been for a long time, or a person that has come from that kind of situation. Okay, so or they've been, or as a young person they moved somewhere, and they're the first one, but their kids were born on this patch of land, and all of y'all are feeling the same kind of energy. You're picking up on the land first. You just have a close connection to the land and how you treat the land and how you deal with it. So that's going to definitely resonate for somebody. Okay, and starting this group, listening to the advice of the gods, your spiritual counselors, personal journey. I just really think that this is going to really, once somebody realizes this and they start going forth, because this is going into the future, guys. I think they're just a group of you are going to get together. I still keep seeing this as somebody going, well, I'll be damned, I just didn't know that. You know what I mean? So, and I feel like that together, there's just going to be a lot of movement, and I just think this is going to bring forth another one of those little groups that belong on that sunburst, guys. All right, let me move these up here. All right, guys, so I'm going to pull some tarot on this. Oh, I got to shift myself anyway here. All right. And guys, I did a reading yesterday for, I just went through my major high arcana and pulled a card about a person. And they were telling me yesterday, there's 3 more of those you got to do. And I'm like, I didn't have time. So after I do this message, I'm going to try to pull another, actually I got to go turn my car off too. All right, guys, let me pull, I got my car heating up so I can run to town real quick. So let me, you know, all right, they're telling me to do this. Okay. All right, they're telling me to pull the little ones out. Hang on, guys, I'm getting other little messages here, because we're not dealing with kids right now. We're dealing with the younger, okay. All right. Hang on, guys. All right, so I'm going to pull a couple of tarot on this. I'm going to do this a little bit different this morning, guys, because they've been sending me... Guys, I was up for 3 hours last night. I got off work early. I came home, crashed into bed for about 4 hours, and then I got up. Hang on. All right. So, this is a younger person. He's definitely related to the earth. See this? So, this is somebody in their early 20s. A father figure and a young woman. So these are some of you earth healers that are picking up on this energy. Here's the younger people I was talking about, and here's the older I was talking about. All right. So guys, there's going to be a part 2 to this because I've got someone at my door. So this is part 1. I'll be continuing part 2. This is Lana Scott Lighthouse. Guys, like, subscribe, and share. This is part 1 of an earth healer's message.